children depends on it. The alarming frequency of violent incidents in KZN schools paints a grim picture. The headlines tell stories of teachers fearing for their safety, students becoming both victims and perpetrators, and a pervasive sense of unease permeating school grounds. In September 2023, a grade 7 teacher at Padavatan Primary School was brutally attacked by a gang armed with a pickaxe handle. The incident sent shockwaves through the community, leading to the indefinite closure of the school. Just months later, at KwaZulu High School, video footage surfaced of a student violently assaulting another in a restroom, highlighting the disturbing reality of violence lurking even within school walls. These are not isolated incidents. In February 2024, a grade 10 learner at Brookdale Secondary School was fatally stabbed outside the school premises, sparking student protests calling for increased safety measures. The same year, at New West Secondary School, a female teacher was punched by a student in the classroom, an incident that shook the community and sparked calls for greater protection for educators. These horrific events serve as a stark reminder that violence can erupt anywhere, at any time, leaving lasting trauma in its wake. The impact of school violence extends far beyond the immediate victims. The trauma inflicted upon students, teachers, and the wider community can have long-lasting and devastating consequences. Students who witness or experience violence may suffer from anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and academic difficulties. Teachers who dedicate their lives to nurturing young minds are left feeling vulnerable and disillusioned. This erosion of trust and safety within the school environment creates an atmosphere of fear and anxiety, hindering the very essence of education. The ripple effects of school violence spread throughout the community. Parents live in a constant state of worry, questioning the safety of their children. The community as a whole loses faith in the education system's ability to provide a secure and nurturing environment for its children. The emotional, psychological, and social scars left by school violence run deep and demand our urgent attention. Section 4, Beyond Band-Aid Solutions. A time for action and accountability. Addressing the root causes of school violence requires a multi-pronged approach that goes beyond superficial solutions. We need to move beyond reactive measures and embrace proactive strategies that foster a culture of peace and respect within our schools and communities. Enhanced security measures such as metal detectors and increased security personnel can act as deterrents, but they are not enough. We must invest in early intervention programs that address issues like bullying, conflict resolution, and anger management. Collaboration is key. Parents, educators, law enforcement, community leaders, and government officials must work together to create a comprehensive plan of action. This includes addressing socioeconomic factors such as poverty and unemployment that contribute to violence. It is time for accountability. Perpetrators of violence must face appropriate consequences for their actions. At the same time, we need to offer support and rehabilitation programs to address the underlying issues that lead to violent behavior. Section 5. Securing Futures. A collective responsibility to heal and protect. Creating a safe and nurturing learning environment for our children is a collective responsibility. We cannot afford to stand idly by as violence robs our children of their right to an education free from fear. We need to invest in mental health support services within schools. Trained counselors can provide early intervention, support to victims of violence, and address the emotional and psychological well-being of students and educators alike. Open communication is crucial. We need to encourage students, teachers, and community members to speak out against violence and report any concerns without fear of retribution. Let us foster a culture of trust and respect where violence is never tolerated, and where every member of the school community feels safe, valued, and empowered. The time for action is now. Let us work together to reclaim our schools as sanctuaries of learning, where every child has the opportunity to reach their full potential.